So I want to say a little bit about a teaching that I find really useful to kind of recall as a reflection tool, and that I think will support us in the journey with wanting. And I read this first in a book by a woman called M.J. Ryan, and she was speaking about in order to achieve anything, we need to bring into balance or draw on three kinds of energy. And I had never heard this before. It's quite a simple formula, but she basically said there's the energy of doing, the energy of receiving, and the energy of wanting, which she calls magnetic energy. And when I read that, I immediately recognized, and many of you may feel the same, that the energy of doing is one in a sense that the ego tends to over-rely on, and anybody with a strong responsibility ethic or work ethic, we often feel to make anything happen, we need to kind of drive, take initiative, make effort, be disciplined. So there's a sense of the self carrying or even pushing life rather than being in a more fluid, dynamic and more generous relationship to things occurring for us. So what I think is really helpful with this concept is it reminds us to remember, am I using all these kinds of energy in this situation? So if I take teaching or doing a course and creating a course, creating space, my old way of doing that would be to sort of to overcarry it and to feel I have to do it all. And when I tune in more like, okay, some days I'm going to be working hard, and some days or some moments of my work are actually going to be sensing into what I want for a group, for a class. Sensing into, how can I be supported, or what can I receive in terms of inspiration to help me do this? And what I notice is that we can be sort of slugging away in one dimension, the doing dimension, and not remembering. And the reason I say remembering is really bringing it into our body, not remembering, hang on a minute, I don't have much drive in me today. What would I love to happen with this course? Or what would I be supported by? And that's also, I don't want to say it's work, but it's another way of giving our energy or bringing our energy to things we do. And if we can remember to bring our receptivity and to bring our wanting, and if we can learn, and this course will be looking at this throughout the course, if we can learn to deepen our capacity to receive and to deepen our capacity to want, and to want in fruitful ways, then the over-reliance on the doing energy will be lessening. And that's much healthier for our bodies, for our nervous system, for our emotions, to feel this much more fluid and much less static way of moving in life. So there's like rest and effort and dreaming, and all those sort of cognitive guys writing now about just self-regulation and flourishing are speaking about how we move between states, and however fluidly we can move between ways of being. That's a real support to our our resilience, or the sustainability of just being who we are. So I want to just invite all of us to bear this sense of these three energies in mind throughout the course, and to keep doubling back and just checking, where am I? Am I overdoing? Am I super lazy and in pure receptivity, wanting my life to change? So we can really cultivate the energies that are underdeveloped in our lives.